Have you ever panicked every time your body changes, thinking something serious might be wrong? After 60, it's easy to mistake normal aging for illness. But not every ache, spot, or slowdown means you're sick. In fact, many of these changes are simply your body's natural way of adapting to time. Music. The problem is most seniors misread these signs, rush to the hospital, or start taking unnecessary medications when all they really need is understanding and calm. Our culture has made people fear aging as if every wrinkle or tired joint is a red flag. But aging is not a disease, it's music, a process. A beautiful biological transition that comes with its own rhythm and wisdom. The key is learning to tell the difference between what's normal and what's not. Once you understand your body's language, you can stop living in fear and start aging with confidence. So, in this video, we'll talk about 5 common changes that may surprise you, but they don't mean you're sick. They're simply signs that your body is gracefully adjusting to the years you've lived. Stay with me until the end because you'll find peace and maybe a little pride in what your body is quietly doing for you every day. Let's get started. Number 1, thinning skin and bruising easily. One of the first things many older adults notice is that their skin becomes thinner and bruises more easily. A light bump that once left no mark might now leave a purple spot that takes weeks to fade. It's natural to worry that something is wrong with your blood or your liver. But in most cases, it's just your skin aging. Here's what's really happening. As you age, the layer of fat and connective tissue under your skin begins to thin. The blood vessels that once sat deeper beneath the surface move closer to it and the walls of those vessels become more fragile. That means even gentle pressure, a watch strap and nudge against the table can cause a little bleeding under the skin. It's not a sign of disease. It's a sign of time. Your skin, like the rest of your body, has simply lost some of its padding. You can think of it like an old leather chair. It's still strong, still beautiful, but it no longer has that youthful cushion it once did. To help stay hydrated, protect your skin from harsh sun, and use a gentle moisturizer daily. The goal isn't to reverse aging, but to support your skin's natural resilience. And most importantly, don't be alarmed. If you see a bruise or a scratch take longer to heal, that's not your body failing. It's your body working a little more carefully than before. You've earned those marks through decades of living. And while they may look fragile, they are reminders of how much life your skin has protected you through. Number 2, forgetting names or words. Occasionally, you walk into a room and can't remember why. You run into your neighbor and their name just won't come to you. For a moment, your heart skips. You think, is this dementia starting? But pause before you panic. Occasional forgetfulness like this is not necessarily a sign of illness. It's a natural part of how the aging brain works. Here's the truth. As we age, the speed at which our brains retrieve information slows down. But our capacity for knowledge and understanding actually increases. Think of your mind as an old well-used library. It's full of decades of experiences, facts, emotions, and wisdom. But sometimes it takes a little longer for the librarian to find the exact book you're asking for. The information is still there. The system just needs a moment to locate it. It's perfectly normal to forget a word, then remember it later when you're not even thinking about it. That's your brain's filing system at work reorganizing and cross-referencing. True cognitive decline, on the other hand, involves consistent memory loss that disrupts daily life, like forgetting familiar faces, getting lost in your own neighborhood, or struggling with simple tasks you've done for years. One simple way to tell the difference. If you can recall the forgotten information later, it's just normal aging. If you can't and it keeps happening, it's worth checking with a professional. To keep your brain sharp, challenge it like a muscle. Read something new every day. Learn a few lines of a song or have a meaningful conversation with someone younger than you. Keep curiosity alive. Aging doesn't shrink your mind. It simply asks you to use it differently. So, when you forget a word or a name, don't scold yourself. Smile and remind yourself that your brain is full of a lifetime's worth of memories. And sometimes it just takes a little longer to open the right door. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Number 3, needing more sleep or feeling tired earlier. It can be unsettling when you start falling asleep in your chair after dinner or find yourself waking up at 5 a.m. no matter how late you went to bed. Many older adults worry that constant fatigue or changes in their sleep pattern means something is wrong with their heart, thyroid, music, or brain. But the truth is, these changes are often just the result of natural shifts in your body's internal clock. As we age, the production of melatonin, the hormone that regulates sleep, declines. This means your body starts signaling bedtime earlier in the evening, and it may also wake you up earlier in the morning. On top of that, your deep sleep cycles become shorter. That's why older adults often sleep lighter, wake more frequently, and feel sleepy during the day. It's not a sign of sickness. It's your body syncing with a new rhythm. Think of it as your system adjusting to a quieter, gentler pace of life. After decades of long days, early mornings, and constant responsibilities, your body finally wants rest. And it's okay to let it. If you find yourself feeling tired earlier, lean into it. Create a bedtime routine that supports your natural rhythm. Dim the lights, lower the temperature, and avoid heavy meals or bright screens late at night. Instead of fighting your body signals, work with them. Also remember that feeling low energy doesn't always mean something's wrong. Your metabolism has slowed, your cells repair more gradually, and your muscles take longer to recover. That's normal aging, not weakness. But here's the key. Tiredness that comes with aging should improve after rest. If you feel constantly exhausted, even after a full night's sleep, that's when you should check with your doctor. Otherwise, accept the early bedtime. As your body's way of saying you've done enough today, it's not a sign of decline. It's a sign of wisdom. Your body finally knows how to rest when it needs to. Number 4, feeling colder than before. Many older adults notice that they start feeling chilly. Even when everyone else in the room seems comfortable, the same temperature that felt fine 10 years ago now makes you reach for a sweater or an extra blanket. You might think your circulation is failing or your blood pressure is dropping, but in most cases, it's simply another normal effect of aging. Here's what's really happening as you age. Your metabolism slows down, meaning your body produces less heat. You also lose some of the fat that once helped insulate you and keep warmth in. On top of that, your blood vessels may constrict more slowly, so it takes longer for warm blood to reach your hands and feet. That's why your fingers and toes often feel colder first. This isn't a disease, it's physics and biology. Your body is conserving energy differently. Now, it's doing its best to protect you, just with a different kind of efficiency. Think of it like an older car. It still runs smoothly, but it takes a little longer to warm up on a cold morning. Here's something interesting. Your sense of temperature changes with age, too. The same thermostat setting might actually feel cooler because your nerve endings that sense warmth have become less sensitive. So, while you're not imagining it, it really does feel colder to you. Your environment hasn't changed. Your body has. The best way to stay comfortable is simple: dress in layers. Keep your home around a consistent warm temperature and move around regularly. Light exercise gets blood flowing and helps your muscles generate heat naturally. And while you might not like to hear it, warm socks and a cozy sweater are some of the best medicine you'll ever find. Feeling cold isn't a sign that something's wrong with your body. It's your body telling you to take care of it differently than before. The truth is, aging doesn't mean weakness. It means adaptation. Your body is wise. It just has new ways of asking for what it needs. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Number 5, hearing changes in sensitivity to sound. You might notice that conversations in crowded places have become harder to follow, or that high-pitched sounds like a microwave beep or birds chirping seem to fade away. Sometimes, even ordinary noises can feel sharp or unpleasant. Many older adults immediately assume something serious is wrong with their ears. But in most cases, these changes aren't a disease. They're simply signs of aging. Inside your inner ear are tiny hair cells that detect sound vibrations. Over time, these cells wear down from years of use, decades of conversations, traffic, music, and everyday noise. Once they're damaged, they don't regenerate, which is why high frequencies are often the first to go. This natural process called presbycusis happens slowly and affects nearly everyone as they age. You might also notice that your brain processes sound differently. Younger ears and brains work together to filter background noise and focus on a single voice, like your friend at the dinner table. But with age, that filtering mechanism becomes less sharp. Your brain now tries to process all sounds at once, which is why restaurants or family gatherings can feel overwhelming. Music. Here's the good news. Hearing changes don't mean you're losing touch with life. They mean your body has worked faithfully for decades. The key is learning how to adapt. Sit closer to people when talking. Reduce background noise and use assistive devices if needed. Even small adjustments like using subtitles while watching TV can make a world of difference. One more thing, many people isolate themselves when they start struggling to hear, thinking it's easier to avoid social settings. But that's one of the worst things you can do. Human connection keeps your brain and heart alive. Don't retreat. Adjust. Communicate openly with loved ones about your hearing challenges. Your worth, your wisdom, and your joy are not tied to perfect hearing. They are tied to your ability to keep showing up, to keep listening with your heart, even when your ears tire. That's the beauty of growing older. You may hear less, but you understand more every year. Final thoughts. Aging brings many music changes. Some we notice in the mirror. Some we feel deep within. But the truth is, not every change is a sign of illness. Many are simply your body's way of adjusting, adapting, and continuing its lifelong duty of keeping you alive. Music. You've spent decades moving, thinking, and feeling. Your body has served you through storms and seasons. Now, it deserves patience and understanding, not fear. It's easy to mistake every new ache or difference as a symptom, especially when you're surrounded by commercials warning about diseases and music pills. But wisdom in aging means learning to tell the difference between what needs care and what simply needs acceptance. That's the balance of a long, peaceful life, knowing when to act, and when to trust your body's natural rhythm. So, when you notice your skin thinning, your memory slowing, or your energy shifting, don't panic. Smile, breathe, and remind yourself this is part of the design. These are the signs that you've lived long enough to witness what most people never get to experience. Your body growing older with you, not against you. The key is to stay curious, stay gentle with yourself, music, and stay active in both mind and spirit. Aging doesn't take away your worth, it deepens it. Every line, every change, every adjustment tells a story of endurance, growth, and grace. Thank you for joining us today. Music. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Music.